welcome to my little corner of the internet. It is May 11th, Friday. It's about 11 a.m. I had some things to do this morning. Welcome back. This is my new camera position angle type thing that I'm working with. I'm filming on an iPhone 7, and the tripod that I have I think is faulty. It's not holding up. It's not physically holding up very well or keeping position. So I do think that it is time to upgrade on something like that. If you guys have any recommendations, please feel free to leave them down below. I haven't really researched anything yet because I'm kind of busy figuring out positioning and stuff first. So I want to make sure that this is something that I want to do before I get a tripod. Anyway, I don't have too much going on today, so hopefully this will be brief. I have some outgoing Happy Mail projects to show off to you guys. I'm going to film that separately because I'm pretty sure that at least one or two of the recipients will at some point be watching this video, and I don't want to spoil any surprises, so I will wait until maybe next week or the week after to publish that so you guys can see what I've done, and it won't spoil surprise for any friends. I have two hauls to show off, and a couple of small hauls, but two larger hauls to show off from Blitzy and My Favorite Things, which I will do in a separate video as well, just to kind of keep things a little bit more brief. I've been doing some shopping. Of course I have, because this is me. I got my payday. I'm self-employed, but my payday came in earlier this week. So I actually paid a huge chunk on a bill, and then with the leftover money, we're also doing the Dave Ramsey Total Money Makeover to pay off bills. So I ended up paying off enough of a bill where I think, where's my thingamabob? Where is my paper? Here it is. I'm down to just $220 left on something that I've been trying to pay off. So I'm like, yes! And I had some leftover money because a percentage of all of my income gets turned right around and it goes into supplies and crafting stuff, because I do sell my crafts, so I do have to keep things fresh and so on and so forth. Unfortunately, this past week I have not a lot of good stuff to show off because I've had to do the reordering of like the really boring stuff. Like I ran out of shipping labels and bubble mailers and stiff mailers and, just like the really, really boring stuff that's not even worth showing off. So I had to reorder those. And most of those have already come in. So, but they do take, out of the fun spending money budget, but it has to be done. And I buy in bulk, and my supplies usually last me a month or two once I get them. Anyway, so now that I'm back to fun money, I have quite a few things that I actually ordered, but to be fair, not a lot of it was fun in the sense of fun. I worked on the invitations for the baby shower for my husband's grandson. So I have the papers coming. This is just the prototype, and I showed you guys earlier this week. The papers, these represent different papers that are on order, so I ordered those. This is supposed to be compass embellishment, a compass brand, and I ordered those from a cherryontop.com. What else did I order from? A new company to me called Ink It Up. cherryontop.com. I placed a small Kindred's stamp order, which is a lot of fun. And by the way, they're doing a sale this weekend with a coupon code for 20% off. I'll leave their link in the coupon code information down below if you're interested. A lot of really fun, sort of geeky, pop culture-y stamp sets, and really nice quality as well. I highly recommend them. They're a little bit of an investment, but they're worth it if you find something that you like. I placed a Scrapbook Pal order, scrapbook.com, which is where a lot of the papers are coming from, eBay. I have some 6x6 paper pads coming from a cherryontop.com. If you guys remember, I have made the resolution that I'm no longer going to be collecting scrapbook paper, 12x12 scrapbook paper pads, because I have trillions of them and I never use them up. And I like the 12x12 paper pads, like the ones that you get from, Michael's on the end cap or whatever. Those are really nice. But what ends up happening to me anyway is that I lose interest in the paper pad long before it's used up. So I probably will still collect those. as I enjoy them, but I'm going to try to cut back on that. I'm really going to try to focus on the 6x6 paper pads. Because I've been, the past week and a half, I've been digging mine out and using them more. I put them on the top. They used to be like on the bottom and the back of my drawer, and now they're on the top. Since my last purge for my destash, I pulled out a lot of paper. Not all of it, but a lot of it. So now I have the 6x6 pads on top, and that's what I'm reaching for now. And I really like that. I mean, not only is the paper smaller and easy to work with, there's less scraps, there's less waste, and less boredom. You know, you've got the theme in the pad, and then, you know, once you use it up, it's gone. Perfect. So anyway, so I've been going through the clearance with acherryontop.com and picked out a bunch of paper pads. I'm already shopping for my fall crafts, but because a lot of the fall stuff for 2018 obviously isn't out yet, a lot of the 2017 stuff is on clearance. So I've been looking for that stuff and going through there. So that's kind of the stuff that's coming. Pretty excited about that, but I'm not in a rush because I have so much other stuff to do, guys. I'm exhausted. I have all of my basket system. All of the baskets are filled to the brim with different projects that in progress that are going on. I don't really have any cards to show off because I've been busy with family stuff. My daughter had a doctor's appointment yesterday that was like 4 hours long. Between her softball and my work stuff, Mother's Day season has been over for me for my, you know, Etsy shop for a couple of weeks, but Father's Day and graduation is still hopping. So in fact, as soon as I finish this up, I need to make some stuff for orders that I want to go out this afternoon. So anyway, so I've just been kind of busy with that, but everything is going pretty well, really. The weather has been great. Every day this week I've been able to get my walk in. This morning I actually went, I try to push myself every morning to go a little bit further than I did the morning before, but this morning I knocked out of the park. I went like a good half a mile further, and just great. I got on the scale yesterday. I've lost 9 pounds, guys. 9 pounds. So I'm really excited about that. And you know, there's nothing quite like finding out that you have a little bit of weight loss to keep you going. I tell you, a couple of days ago, I was so like just stressed out. I was like, give me some chocolate, you know, somebody get me some chocolate. And you know, fortunately I didn't get the chocolate, but it could have been that easy if, you know, to just crack. And now like I was exhausted last night, and, you know, I was a bit cranky last night, and just telling my husband, is like, you know, I wish that I had some chocolate, but now that I see that what I'm doing is working, it makes it that much easier to not have the chocolate. Obviously chocolate is the big thing for me. Anyway, so there's nothing like losing just a little bit to give you encouragement to keep going. I like to break things down into small goals, small manageable goals, instead of like one huge goal, you know, like you must lose, you know, so much weight. But for me, I'm going to try to do it in 20-pound increments, and then have, so I have something that I can reach to that's actually obtainable. So for my frame of mind, I only have 20 more pounds to go until I've reached that first goal. I'm not 20, 11 more pounds to go until I've reached that first goal of 20 pounds down. So pretty excited. If you're new to this channel, it's just years of suffering with depression. I also have scoliosis that wasn't treated when I was a child, so I've been in a lot of pain. And back in December, I actually had a lot of damage to one of the muscles surrounding part of where my spine is twisted, and I couldn't walk for a few weeks. So really painful. Now I'm under the care of a physician who also happens to specialize in sports medicine, so he's been really helping me a lot. I'm still in pain, but I'm doing my exercises and I'm walking. So I think that just a combination of the depression, the anxiety, the OCD, insomnia, all of these things culminate into someone who's in pain who doesn't want to move, which is kind of like, you know, my life. So just trying to pull myself out of that and get moving. My doctor is really certain that I can achieve some quality of life in terms of what's going on with the spine, which is, you know, I have a lot of degenerative stuff going on back there because of the scoliosis, but he thinks that if I keep working at it and keep losing the weight and keep exercising to strengthen those muscles, he thinks that my quality of life will improve because I will gain a lot more mobility and be in a lot less pain. So Fingers crossed, gonna keep going. Anyway, so that's the update on my diet journey. I actually have an appointment with him next week, so I will definitely let you guys know what goes on with that. No other real updates to give. I did check when I was, I'm consulting I have a little list over here, so I don't get too off topic. You know me with my half-an-hour videos when I've said nothing. I did check on what the status of my Tim Holtz multimedia glass mat would be, which I pre-ordered from acherryontop.com back in March, and in April they said that it was back ordered until May. It's May now, and I checked, and nothing. There's no updates at all, so I will let you guys know if I hear anything. I'm not in a super rush. I'm just really irritated at this point because I want to use it, right? I want to have it, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm trying to be patient. I did have a lot of fun redoing some of my wish lists because I have all these different notes, you know, and so on and so forth. And I've redone my wish lists using the project lists that's built in the Simon Says Stamp website. Instead of clicking to add something to your cart, if you're familiar with Simon Says Stamp at all, you can add it to a project list of your own making. So instead of having like one big wish list, I've actually divided down by category or manufacturer. So I have a lovely and organized electronic wish list that I can flip through at any time. It was a lot of fun making that. We already talked about this before, but the honeybee stamps release that came out, fantastic. There's a few things that I'm looking forward to getting for that. I'm really waiting for Hallmark Scrapbook to get. I don't know what's going on with them. It started with the Pink and Main release, not from the release that just came out like today, but last month's Pink and Main release. I really want the Pocket Full of Love stamp and die set, and I don't like paying a lot for them, so I always turn to Hallmark Scrapbook because I get the best price on, you know, everything from them. So, you know, I didn't want it bad enough that I was gonna, you know, kill for it or anything. So I figured I'd just wait till Hallmark got it, and it never came. And then I emailed them and I said, "Are you gonna get the Pink and Main release?" And I never heard any response at all either way. I'm just like, okay. And so I'm assuming because the May release is here, they're not going to get the April release. And then the Honeybee Stamps release came out, and I was like, oh, I'll wait for Hallmark Scrapbook to get it. And same thing, they didn't get it. I don't know what's going on. We just had the release from My Favorite Things, and by the way, they're starting to very slowly work their way back up in my life again. The margarita and the martini shaker glass kits, how freaking adorable are those? Like, I have to have them. Those are obviously on my wish list, but I don't need them immediately. I have enough other projects going on. I was like, I'll just wait for Hallmark Scrapbook to get them, and, you know, where I can get a better price. And they don't have it up there either. So I don't know what's going on with them. I was going to write them a note on their Facebook page because I didn't receive a response to my email, and their Facebook page hasn't been updated since like December. But I know that somebody's got to be there, and they have to be alive because the Avery L release that just came out like yesterday or whatever is up and live already. So, and they have the recent Mama Elephant. I don't buy Mama Elephant, but I actually just destashed all my Mama Elephant. Not that I don't like them. I don't mean that derogatorily. It's just they're not on my list of things that I follow. So on purpose. There's a very good reason for that. Anyway, so Avery L is up. So I'm not sure what's going on with Hallmark Scrapbook. Maybe they just are really limiting what they have. It's kind of a bummer because my rewards points, I'm so close to hitting my next level of rewards. So with my points for purchasing. Anyway, so we'll see what goes on with that. There's nothing really in the Avery L order that it's cool. Just nothing really speaks to me. I mean, in addition to limiting myself with paper, I'm now just going to pick like 6 different manufacturers that speak to me, and those will be the ones that I will follow, and I will shop their releases. Everything else will just be kind of like by chance or appointment. You know, if something is exceptionally cool, then obviously I don't care what brand it's from, I'm going to try to obtain it. And then everybody who's not part of that 6, I'm going to unfollow them and unsubscribe them, because what is happening for me is that I'm having a lot of anxiety, a lot of avarice. Apparently I'm very materialistic. When I see releases and I have to have things, and it actually upsets me that I can't have them, even though the actual logical part of my brain is saying, oh my god, you already spend enough money on craft stuff. Slow the hell down. So that's just my, you know, irrational and rational brain fighting with each other. But I think it would help me, especially because I do have obsessive compulsive disorder, and I am inclined to collect things. Not only collect them, but it's the completion of a collection. That's the big thing for me. So I think it's going to be a lot easier for me by just taking all the other things out of the equation. If I don't see it, then it's not going to bother me. And I've been kind of testing that theory the past couple of weeks after unfollowing a couple. And like Mama Elephant, I don't buy Mama Elephant. I just destashed all my Mama Elephants. So it doesn't bother me that I don't have those things, because nobody needs everything and nobody can use everything. And you know what? Actually, it was really poignant to me. If you guys follow Christina Werner at all, she did a live video earlier this week. And she actually answered one of my questions. Christina spoke to me. Somebody was asking her about all her stuff, and, you know, she buys a lot of her stuff, and she's given some stuff too. And she just was talking about how she can rarely use the same thing more than once, because she just has so much stuff and it's coming in constantly that she's incredibly overwhelmed all the time. And it takes a lot for her to keep up with the business that is her, you know, keeping up with the making the videos and so on and so forth. And that got me thinking, like, I don't want that to happen to me. I love my stuff. And then I'm looking and I'm like, I have all this stuff that hasn't even been opened yet. And I have sets that I've only used once that I really, really love. I don't want that to happen to me. So I'm really going to try to be on a regular schedule of purging and destashing, and really trying to be better about this going forward. So hold my hand. You're going to help me make it through this. Anyway, sorry for that long tangent. As I say that, I'm like, oh, let me show you some hauls. My Favorite Things is one of those companies where I really liked them, and then, like, for 2 years it was like meh, and now it's like maybe the past 2 or 3 releases there have been, not everything, still a lot of their stuff is meh to me. I know you're gonna like throw things at me. Birdie Brown's like, I don't really like. I would much rather that money go to Lawn Fawn, because Lawn Fawn speaks to me more. You know, Birdie, those things just aren't really, but a lot of the stuff is, there's the volcano stuff that came out that I just had to have, which I haven't even had a chance to use yet, guys. It doesn't on my to-do list for this month. And then the shaker cards for the martini and margarita glasses. So those are really cool. So I think I might, and especially knowing that a lot of My Favorite Things isn't my style, this is going to sound weird, but that one might make it to my list of 6 things that I'll keep following, because I know that there's no way on earth I'm going to buy everything. I'm going to pick and choose, and what I pick, I'm going to love, because it's awesome. But other than that, not everything speaks to me. So we'll see. Obviously, Lawn Fawn is one of the other ones. Honeybee stamps, they're new to me, but I'm really enjoying them. And I think I might be phasing out a couple of the other things that I used to follow quite a bit. Let me look over here. Hero Arts, I've been thinking about phasing out, just because maybe the past 6 months there's not really been anything to, and I might even cancel my subscription to the kit, but I'll get into that at another point. A couple of the ones that interest me that I don't know too much about are Neat and Tangled. I'd like Clearly Besotted. I know it's a little bit harder to get, at least at a good price here in America. I like Sweet Stamp Shop, so I might be looking a little bit closer at them. Maybe phasing out, oh gosh, which one is that? I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at my bins from over here. Oh, Paper Smooches, I might be phasing out Paper Smooches. I might be keeping Avery L. Phasing out Gerda Steiner. Phasing in more Sunny Studio. So we'll see. I'm going to do a more hearty, what you guys have seen in my destashes so far is nothing. I might be doing a more hearty purge in destash of stuff, so we will see. This has been, I told you guys right from the beginning of 2018, my theme is going to be to spend less, to use more, and to try to get a grip on everything that everything that I'm doing. So I think that's pretty much all that I have for updates. Got my Joanne flyer here. I think that the only thing worth noting is the 12 by 12, or all paper packs 50% off. And of course the Cricut Explorer Air 2. I'm not buying any more 12 by 12 paper packs, so that no longer applies to me. And they do have, for this weekend, they have a 15% off your total purchase coupon. It's not worth making a separate trip because they're like an hour away. You know, my closest Joann's, but I do need to replace my Fiskars Star Punch here. This is one of the punches that I use to make confetti, processing my scraps with, and it's like just about dead. And my husband helped me. We did the whole, you know, trying to use the foil and the wax paper, and then it worked great for like 3 punches, and then it was right back to its crappiness. If anybody knows of any small punches that are just badass, you know, made to last indefinitely, and, you know, you can punch them 50,000 times without issue, and that are comfortable to hold, like I have like medical tape on this one just because it hurts my thumb, please let me know. I don't mind investing in a good piece if it's going to last forever. And I make a lot of scraps between all of my projects, and I process a lot of confetti, so it would be really cool to have a punch, a better punch. Anyway, so that is it. That is my Friday update. I will hopefully have some actual projects to show off to you guys next week. All of my card bins are all full of stuff that it's all in various stages of completion. I wanted to take a break this morning and work on those personal Happy Meals that I want to go out. Not that I don't enjoy working on them, but I really need the desk space for some of the other stuff that I was going to do. So I thought it would be to my benefit to take a day to work on some personal mail and to get caught up on my filming. I want to do that separate video for the Happy Meal stuff, which isn't going to be published. I have a haul video coming, and then I have a quick video about something that I picked up at the scrapbooking convention a couple weeks ago. This evening my daughter has practice. But before she has practice, the varsity girls softball team has a game on the field. So we thought that we would go to the varsity girls game, bring a picnic dinner, sit down, watch their game, and then Leah would go to her practice. So I've also got to pull together. I'm probably just going to do salads. We have some frozen grilled chicken, so I'll probably thaw that out and serve the salad cold. Cut up the chicken cold. Obviously not frozen, but cold. The chicken's pre-cooked. We cooked it on the George Foreman a couple weeks ago. Not the George Foreman, I'm sorry. The Cuisinart. We have a Cuisinart griddler now, not a George Foreman. Anyway, so just chop that up and put it on some salads. We'll have some nice big salads, I'm thinking, and I already have water bottles in the freezer so that we have nice ice cold water going. It'll be fun, just me and Leah this evening. Anyway, that's what I have. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. I don't think that my family is planning to do anything. It's entirely possible that my husband doesn't even realize that it's Mother's Day, even though he just had me make Mother's Day cards for his work so that he could pass them out to customers. He's a really sweet guy, but he just doesn't remember stuff like that. And even if he does remember, he doesn't do anything about it. So not that I mind, I don't care. I keep trying to tell him, he always worries about, like, what do I get you for Christmas? Nothing, because I buy whatever I want all year long. So don't worry about it. I got plenty of stuff. Don't worry about me. Anyway, so happy Mother's Day. Have a really nice weekend. I will see you next week. I have a haul video I'm going to film after this, and I'll probably put that up over the weekend. Other than that, you guys take care. Bye. Thanks for stopping in.